So we've all got a story, and there's a lot of storytelling going on right now. Definitely, if you're tuning in to social media, you hear a lot of stories, and some of them just make you want to click and buy. Some of them are going to be real, but a lot of them aren't real, and there are stories that I believe resonate. So, I'm your local realtor in Cleveland, Ohio. My name is Amanda Pohlman, and yes, I'm not originally from here, but I've been selling real estate for the last 21 years with my brokerage, Keller Williams Living. So storytelling has become so popular, and it's a great way for us as realtors to get our message over to consumers about the power of real estate and being an owner of the American dream, which is owning a home. So I'm going to tell you a story. There was someone who had never been a homeowner. He was a single dad with 2 children and wanted to get into a better school district. And when I met him, I said to him, you can be a homeowner because you've got a steady job, you've got your credit score. But he said to me, I don't think I can ever afford a home and be in that school district because I don't have the down payment. So I think a lot of misunderstanding out there is that we will need to always have a large down payment to buy a home. And that's not the case. To be honest with you, there are programs that our lenders can issue and speak to when they meet with our clients. And there are ways using the seller's contribution towards closing costs that a lot of times the person buying a home doesn't bring hardly any money. So back to that story, using an FHA 3.5% down loan with money that was also given at closing by the seller, that family bought their first home. And guess what? At the closing table, my seller got a check. I don't think those types of stories are out there enough so that people understand how there is a possibility to become a homeowner. Because let's be honest, what changed for that family? They were in the school district that they needed to be. My client was no longer throwing away money for rent. He was paying down his asset, which was his own home that he could decorate as he wanted, and the kids could do what they want with their bedrooms because he didn't have a landlord saying no paint colors, no lizards, no animals. And then what happens is, as my client files his taxes and is able to write off things like property taxes and interest on his mortgage loan, it means that he has an asset that goes up in value and appreciates, and he's paying it down instead of throwing money away and basically having a landlord have his own property paid off by his renter. If that story might be yours, and you might be looking at home ownership as something that you desperately want, but you feel like perhaps it's out of reach, I would highly recommend you reach out to me, someone on my team, or your local favorite realtor, and have that conversation and get introduced to a loan and a lender that could possibly change your life forever. Now, if that story doesn't resonate with you, then I don't think that I can find something more, because not only did that homeowner get his kids into the school system he needed, but he also made a lot of money because houses have appreciated quite a lot recently. I'm here in Northeast Ohio, on average 61% in the last 5 years since 2020. How about that? So you can become a homeowner. I hope this story makes a difference.